Welcome to the tavern, everyone. Tonight's episode is sponsored by Mad World. Check them out at www.itsworldmadness.com. I'm your host, Brandon, with my co-host, Landon. How are you, sir?
Hey, as we said earlier, living the dream if the dream was the nightmare on Elm Street.
As always. And our special guest tonight, Creepy Little Toby, reality streamer. How you doing?
Hello. Pretty good overall and stuff like that.
We have been super excited to have you on the show. Absolutely, from the beginning when we first met you, your energy was just absolutely what we like to bring to the table here at the tavern. So we're just overjoyed to have you on the show finally. We've had this in the works for quite a while now. So building all that energy up for this day really is left me with the jitters.
Yeah, it's like the excited jitters. I mean, it's definitely an honor to be here. I mean, I am definitely experiencing like excited jitters and stuff like that. Never been on a podcast, but it's like it's an honor.
We can tell that you're very nervous.
What? Is it that obvious?
No. He just likes to push buttons.
I guess maybe it's just the Scorpio in me. I don't know.
He's a button pusher.
Button pusher, indeed.
So Toby, for the people listening who don't know who you are, who are you? What do you do? Give us a little something about yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, of course, for those who are not quite familiar with me and stuff like that, hi. My name's Toby, but full name Creepy Little Toby, so you can call me Toby, Creepy, Queepy, whatever suits your fancy. I am a streamer on an app called Reality. It is a virtual live streaming app where you can make your own custom avatar, you can meet new people, you can make new friends, all kinds of stuff like that. And my avatar, my persona is a yokai, more specifically a nekomata. And that's my whole thing. My streams...
Hold on a second. Can you go back for the people who don't know what that is and let them know what that is?
Oh, do you mean like the app, or do you mean like what I am specifically?
Yeah, the Yuka Mama Yoki.
Yoka Mama. I'd much rather at that point you just say Yo Mama and get it over with, because
Yokai
I feel like
mommy?
that's what you were going for.
Yeah,
No.
She's a yokai mommy. We figured it out.
Okay, well, what I am specifically, like I said, is a type of yokai called a nekomata. And what a nekomata is, it's a type of cat yokai that is known to shapeshift and is very malicious and, evil, things like that, kind of like trickster vibes. And not only that, but they are known to be able to raise the dead. So, necromancy. Pretty neat.
Nice. I actually have the Necronomicon, but what is a yokai?
I mean, like Japanese urban legends and stuff like that, like Kuchisaki Onna and
Kuchisaki?
like Onis and stuff.
I like Kuchi and Saki.
You're telling me stuff that I know nothing about, and I just want to, for myself and for others who are ill-equipped in that conversation as well, I'm trying to get you to explain a little bit about what that is, so that we better understand.
Oh, I mean, I know if anything, I explained a bit about what I am personally, but I mean, I don't really know all the ins and outs when it comes to every yokai, but it's basically
generalization.
Okay, basically Japanese urban legends and stuff like that, different mythical creatures or beings or stuff like that. Some are malicious, some bring bad luck, some are good.
A Japanese mythical creature is a yokai.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I needed. You're good.
Gumbo said that we all know that you're really a fox, Toby.
No, I'm not, Gumbo. I swear to God. Okay, so
you and Gumbo have a history. I can hear it.
Yes, okay. Gumbo is someone who I have known since I first started streaming on Reality. He's been by my side this whole year, 2 to 3 months. And before I settled on my whole thing being a yokai, originally I was like, oh, like, you know, maybe some cat girl type thing. But because
Yeah,
of
that's
how
fun.
my avatar looks with like my tails, he would always call me a kitsune. And I'm like, no, I'm not. That is not what I am. And it's always been a running gag back and forth. Like, even in my server, there's like a whole section like, is Toby a cat girl or is Toby a fox girl? And I'm like, God damn it, we know what I am.
Now, do you live this IRL? You know?
I mean, you know, I kind of like playing it up in streams and stuff like that. It's all in good fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yuki said definitely cat. So there's definitely a war in your audience there.
I mean, there's
Half
the
cat, half
select.
fox.
Yeah. There's the select few that agree with Gumbo, and then, you know, there's the majority who are thankfully on my side, which I appreciate, you know.
So as of right now, especially after this big event that I hear you won second place in, how fucking great is that? How many followers are you up to now?
Last I checked, it was 19.2K, I believe.
19.2 thousand followers. Get it, girl.
Thank you. What was that? Oh my god.
Something's wrong with you.
Yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with me. I don't just hear these words come out, so it's just might as well say them.
How long did you say you've been doing this?
I have been streaming now for a year and about 2-3 months, possibly 4 in total.
That is some exceptional growth. Like, that is impressive.
Oh shucks, thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm serious. I don't think you realize how big that is in such a short amount of time. Is Reality the only app that you're streaming on?
Yes, currently Reality is my only streaming platform, but I have, you know, considered in the far, far future graduating to Twitch, but that won't be until like a while because, you know, I don't got the equipment and stuff like that. And well, Reality is actually a pretty easy platform for me to work.
I am going to put these vibes out to the universe. If there is someone out there that wants to go all out and just like, here, Toby, have this live streaming setup. Someone out there do this. She's almost 20,000 followers on a single platform. Like, can you imagine what you could do if you were to expand to other platforms? Someone's got to get you an upgraded setup. Like, I'm broke too, so I feel you. But someone out there has to have some disposable income and just gift you a setup. Like, please, the universe, come together. Toby deserves this.
Oh, jeez. I mean, if anything, if I were to have like that opportunity to have that type of equipment, I would definitely be able to do more when it comes to my streams. And, you know, I try and do what I can with what I can on Reality, but I do have like more ideas that I would like to partake in and like, you know, expand on as a whole.
So what kind of ideas do you have? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I didn't mean to cut you off, Landon.
That's cool. It's cool.
But no, Landon, did you have something that you wanted to say?
Yeah, but Brandon already asked a question, so we're just gonna keep going from there.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you know, of course, if you had something you want to say, I mean, I'm all ears too, you know.
Ears and multiple tails.
Yeah, ears and like multiple tails, 3 to be exact, which are very super duper fluffy and I appreciate a lot, but you know. No, but basically for the ideas that I already do like on Reality, like I really love singing streams. I'm a very talkative person, so like, you know, chat streams and stuff like that and other little things. But what I would really like to do is if I had the equipment and stuff, I would like to do gaming streams. Cause, you know, my main system at this time is my Switch, but I have like a ton of games on there, like, Pokemon, Mario stuff. I've got some, like Persona games, Monster Hunter. I've got like a bunch of things on there. So it's like there's so much like that I would love to play and just like, have fun with.
You're gonna have to join us on Monster Hunter sometime and Pokemon. Like, just saying. Hey, welcome to the stream, guys. I just noticed we've got quite a few more people in here.
We're like legends when it comes to Monster Hunter.
Hey, yo.
But how often do you do your content, or like what if do you have a set schedule that you work off of, or?
Sadly at this time my schedule is a little sporadic because of like current personal life things. But I do try and at least stream daily. And if not daily, then I do stream like, 3, maybe 4 times a week, depending. And then streams can last 2-3 hours, 4 max. And then I think 6 if I'm in an event.
So what? Oh, I'm sorry, Landon. We always do this.
Oh, it's fine.
What is an event? Can you elaborate on that?
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay. So with Reality, they have different types of events that you could participate in. Some of the more like common or like bigger ones are like sticker events where basically the top 3 winners will get to design their own sticker that will be used on the app. You could also do one where you can make your own custom t-shirt design for like your actual avatar to wear. Or there's like bigger ones where your avatar can be on a billboard, like let's say, somewhere. Or like one that I recently participated in, the tote bag event, where me along with 4 other participants, because it was top 5, you can have your avatars on a tote bag. And, there's like a bunch of different things and stuff you could do. I remember there was an event a while back where depending on where you ranked, you could actually be a voice actor in a game, which was really, really cool. I wasn't able to participate at the time, but like, whoa, talk about one hell of an opportunity.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just want to take a moment and say hello to all of our Twitch viewers and all of our YouTube viewers, and ask our guys over on Reality. Y'all give up some love for Toby. Those like numbers are awful low. I know you guys can do better than that. Come on, show some love for your girl.
Jeez. I mean, if anything, I know everyone. They're super duper supportive and stuff like that. But yeah.
Gumbo said, "We love you," in big capital letters.
Oh my goodness. I love you too, Gumbo. I love all of you creepy little kittens.
I don't even know where you're sitting. Oh. Anyway.
Pogo said, "Yes, help Toby."
So,
what would you say he loves you the most? Sorry, everybody went crazy in the chat all of a sudden.
What would you say is your favorite part about doing all this?
Honestly, I would have to say my favorite part is just being able to interact with everyone each and every time I stream. I know it sounds cheesy, but as someone who has definitely been through a lot in their life, I've come to realize that over my time, like being a streamer on Reality, I've come to mean a lot to a lot of different people, where I've been a comfort in their life. I'm able to make them happy on their darkest days. And it's like being able to bring joy and happiness to others is something that genuinely does like make me happy. Like it warms my heart. And it's the greatest feeling being able to make others happy. Like it really is.
Girl, I know.
Oh,
go ahead, Lena.
Go ahead, Brandon.
I was gonna say, I know exactly what you mean. Here at the tavern, that's like, for us, that has been the most humbling experience, is realizing something that we do as a passion that we just really enjoy ends up being, it means something to someone, and that is just a feeling you can't replace.
Yeah.
Also,
I'll say
Mimi Alex said they go feral for you.
Mimi! Oh, I know Mimi. Oh, she's a sweetheart. Hi, Mimi.
Welcome to the stream, Yuka.
Oh my gosh.
So I was just going to say that, we also have been through the ringer and back, and we've basically been a piece of linen clothes washed in the 1880s, on the washboard. We constantly get dunked under the water and just washed. But to follow up that question, what would you say is your least favorite part of doing this?
um, I guess dealing with some unsavory people at times. But if anything, that like comes with any type of profession, really, like, streaming, other stuff. Like, you're always going to deal with people who don't like you. You can't please everyone. But one thing, even though it's kind of like a downside, one thing that I always like to do is I like to have fun with it and kind of like baby the person. Like, if they're making fun of me, I'm just like, oh, you poor thing, why are you so mad? Well, you can stay mad behind the block button. Have a nice day. Hope to see you never. Bye.
Get him,
Nice.
Toby. Earlier we dealt with a little one like that. So we had a podcast earlier today with a psychic, and even though we did this live, we did it in a podcast format where we didn't engage with the audience that was leaving comments, specifically for the fact that she is a psychic and everybody wants a free psychic reading, right? So we didn't want the audience to take advantage of her and constantly be asking, oh, can I get a free reading? Can I get That's not what we asked her to come on the show for. It'd be different if we said, hey, can we get an hour of your time to do as many readings as possible? But that's not what we asked her for. We asked her to come on the show and discuss what she does for a living and have a time to just communicate with us. So somebody in the chat got offended that we weren't. They were like, I'm going to leave you with a piece of advice. If you do a live stream, communicate with your chat. Have a good day. Well, yeah, you have a good day. I'm showing respect to the guest that's on my show. So if that hurt your feelings, I'm so sorry.
Another thing too is that even though we do these live streams and stuff, it's basic. We're still trying to have a podcast, right? Most podcasts does not have an audience that's asking questions and stuff. I mean, mind you, this is what we're doing right now, and we're trying to build our name up, and we're trying to get out there. But most of the time, when people do live streams on YouTube, in order to comment, you have to be behind a paywall.
Oh.
So, we're doing this for free, and just to get that kind of support is greatly appreciated by that. And I'm glad they gave us that piece of advice. And we're going to use that to the best of our advantage.
So basically, just kind of like look at things from like a different perspective and turn it into like a positive.
No, we're still not going to do anything that they said.
Yeah, exactly. Sarcasm at its finest.
It's just my contribution to the tavern, I guess. I don't tell you.
It's just for us being able to watch on these other platforms is just a behind the scenes kind of thing, because for podcasting, most people listen to it at their luxury, at their leisure. So maybe while they're working or whatever, it's something they just listen to on their drive to work. So most people aren't going to be watching it live. The people who are watching it live are the diehard fans, the people who are there ahead of time. They want to see it when it happened. But that's not how podcasting works. We're going to put this up on hundreds of platforms, and people will be listening to this forever into the future. And that's where the real meat and bones of a podcast is. So for them to get offended that we didn't discuss it in a live stream is almost like, well, this was a sneak peek for you. Any other podcast wouldn't have a live stream for you to come and sit in and listen to it while it was happening. So we're doing something other podcasters aren't doing.
Yeah.
Now, Toby, important question.
Yes.
Is there an opportunity for you to get paid using this app, like a Twitch streamer would get paid?
I'm pretty sure recently Reality has implemented something like that. I could elaborate if you would like me to.
Sure.
Okay. So from what I recall, because I'm still a little fuzzy on the details, Basically, when it comes to reality and stuff like that, you know, you do your streams and things, and people can like gift you stuff kind of like they would like on Twitch or things like that. And it's like little gifts and things like that. Some of the gifts use something called points. You know, you can get points by watching streams, and you can get 1,000 points per day, 3,000 points in total. But I don't believe you can get money from that. What you can get money from, I believe, is coin gifts. And basically with coin gifts, you know, you use real world money, you buy the coin gifts, you send them to your favorite streamer. And then the streamer, after like stream ends, the next day they'll get something called live points. And I'm pretty sure the percentage that you get from the coin gift isn't like the exact amount. It's like a smaller amount, but basically like the life points can turn into real world money. But I haven't really, it's been a while since I last heard about it, but I'm pretty sure that is something.
I believe you are correct, because I was kind of digging into like the settings menus and stuff and learning what each of those different currencies were, and I think that was how I understood it as well, because I was
Yeah.
curious about that.
I get you.
So what would you say was the turning point for you, where you went from having, 10 people in the stream every time you streamed to, winning events?
Oh gosh.
Not the hard-hitting questions.
Oh, not the hard-hitting questions. God, what is one to do?
Welcome to the tavern.
I mean, like, I'm trying to think of like a turning point, because I remember even during my early days of streaming, things were pretty lively still in chat. Like, you know, folks were talkative, and I'd come to recognize some familiar faces, but I'd be streaming for a lot longer periods. But even so, I definitely experienced a lot of growth back then, just like how I'm experiencing like growth now. I guess like a turning point was probably in one of the older events that I participated in. It was the billboard event that I'm pretty sure I mentioned to you, Brandon.
Mhm.
Where, you know, you could have your avatar on a billboard, and the billboard specifically was in San Francisco.
Oh,
I
wow.
remember after that event, like, so many people stopped on by, and like at the final day, like there were so many people in chat, like chat was just like going by so fast I couldn't even keep up, and there were so many people, and I'm like, oh my god, what are you doing here? But
That
yeah.
noise.
She said, ah!
Yeah, I tend to make a lot of funky little noises and stuff like that. Beeps and chirps and purrs and whatever. It's just kind of how I get out my emotions.
Ooh.
Now that I do not do. No. Absolutely not.
Come on, just give us one.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, really?
Yes.
Okay, if you won't give us an ooh-woo, give us an ara.
Oh my... No! Christ. Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
That's right.
Shush.
Yeah. Shut him down.
All right, hold on.
She's got to channel it.
Ooh.
I mean, I tend to like throw my voice around often and things like that, and I like doing silly little impressions and stuff. So if someone asks me, I can probably do it. I mean, like, voice acting isn't like something big for me, but I think it's fun. Like, just kind of seeing what I can do.
Well, jumping into the podcast world, you starting here. If there was ever a place for you in the voice acting world, podcasting is a good way to get started with it. You're in the right company.
Oh boy, time to start my journey. Let's go.
We're jumping through the bushes.
Oh no.
On and on we push into the thick of it.
Your chat has thrown so much love out for you. I just want to speak to the people watching over on Reality, because They have dropped so much love. We're up to 5,122 likes right
Oh
now.
my god.
And they've given you stickers, refreshing waters. They've liked the broadcast, like rainbows. They're gifting everything, man.
Oh, rainbows is actually one of my favorite little gifts on there. I love all the colors and the fluffy little clouds. It's so pretty.
So for somebody that's just starting out, what kind of advice would you give them?
Oh, I mean, if anything, I actually tend to get new folks who pop by my stream, and I actually do like a walkthrough of like kind of what the app is about, and then finding like what suits them best if they deal with like anxiety or, you know, some things to kind of like work around that. Like, I try and be detailed with like not just my greeting and welcoming to the app, but kind of like things for them as well. Like, I may like be kind of like fast with my words, but I try to go through all the points that are necessary.
I love that
Oh.
you take the time out of your day to help the smaller streamers. Like that shows
yeah.
how genuine you are.
I mean, if anything, I always like one thing about me when it comes to my streams, like I'm sure Brandon, you know what I'm talking about. You've been to my streams before.
Absolutely.
I welcome in every single person who pops by my stream. I welcome them in
Welcome
by
back,
name.
Yuki.
Hey! But I welcome them in by name. I thank them if they liked, like if they gifted something, I tell them thank you. Like, there are certain people in my streams that, like, if I recognize them pop by, like, I'm like, oh, hey, I remember you. And some things, like little stuff I'll remember about my viewers, because like I genuinely care about my community and the people who stop by and everything like that. Like, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, I wouldn't be where I am if it weren't for everyone in the first place. So showing that
Very true.
appreciation and gratitude, I feel, is something that is very, very important.
Welcome, Jiggle, and thank you for the matcha. Yes.
Oh, it's yes! Hi, yes! I hope that
Thanks
you're
for the
doing
roses,
well.
Yuki.
So with that answer, I'd like to ask you, what is your life's motto?
My life's motto?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, jeez.
You've been asked that question before.
I know one thing that I tend to say kind of for the funny, but at the same time is it is what it is. But, you know, joking aside, I don't really know if I have a motto, but I do know that I have a mindset that I do try and keep to. Just like, you know, try to keep a positive mindset about things. Of course, you know, we're all human. It's going to be hard to always have that 24/7, but, you know, look for the positives in life, even if they're small. Like, if, you know, things are difficult in your life, like if it's something as small as, oh, your pet coming to greet you, or oh, you're able to get yourself, like, you know, able to treat yourself or something else like that. Like, always try and keep your chin up and know, like, at the end of the day, like, things will get better.
I don't know why Landon took his camera off, but I did mine just so that we could. We have it set up that way specifically to make sure that the picture works.
No more Landon. No more Brandon. No
But
more
you see how the
podcast.
picture is laid out?
Yeah, it's like a duo picture.
Yeah, it is. We did that on purpose.
Actually,
Oh, that's perfect.
Swazi, welcome. Sup, Swaz?
Swazi! Hi, Swazi! My
Hi.
favorite little blue gremlin. Hello.
I have a headset on.
That is your mistake, you fool. And for now, you will suffer the consequences.
You will perish at the
underestimate
voice
my
of
power.
Toku.
Exactly my point, Brandon.
And I just want to give a little shout out to Chewbird because I've been watching on YouTube this whole time. I got you up on the screen, Chew.
Yeah, that's Choo Choo. He's super cool.
So, what would you say out of everything that you've done was the pinnacle for you? Like, where was that moment where you were just like, holy crap, I can't believe that all just happened? And like, once it was over, it took forever for you to truly come down from that.
I know I've already mentioned it, but I would definitely say the Billboard event. just
That
because
do
of
you think
like,
that really was like the pinnacle for you?
well, it was definitely a very like big moment for me, because I know like after everything was said and done, like I think the event ended at like 10 or something, and because of like the adrenaline rush, I guess, from just everything, I didn't go to bed till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and just like everything as a whole, like I guess another reason why I was like all so in shock again is because of like everything with chat and everyone being supportive. But I feel like another reason why is because of the fact that we got first place, because a few folks who were in that event were actually friends of mine. But one of the people who I was competing against, their name is Himitsu Kano, and she's actually like a licensed like singer and everything, and she had like a big audience, like
Oh my
she's
gosh.
like big. And I was like maybe at like 7K, maybe 8K at the time. And by the time that the event ended, between like our scores and stuff on the ranking, there was only like an 800 point difference.
Oh,
So like,
wow.
Christ.
I guess now I can understand why that had such an impact on you. Um,
Yep.
on that same note, what is the longest stream that you've ever done?
I'm pretty sure that's actually a stream that I did recently. I think that might have been for the tote bag event, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, the one that I jumped in for a few hours and then left and then come back and you were still streaming, so I was there for another few hours. Yeah, you were in that one for a long time.
I mean, that could have been the case. I'd have to go back and look at my little screenshots that I take and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure it was like a 10-hour stream, and at the
Yeah,
end of it, I had like 1,300 and like something viewers. Like, it was, dear Lord.
it was insane. And yet you went from I think when I first joined that stream, you were at like 10,000 likes, and by the time that I left, you were at like 30,000, and then I was gone for a few hours and I came back and you were at 40,000, and then by the time I left the second time, you were at 65,000 likes or 63,000 likes, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people were going ham in there and they were just gifting stuff to you left and right. Yeah, you went for a water break and people were like, "Now's the time. Give her all the gifts."
It's like an anime moment almost.
The floodgates are open. Attack while she's weak.
So, Toby, you consider this a hobby, right?
I mean, to be fair, for a while I did consider it a hobby because it's like, I'd enjoyed what I was doing and I was having fun with it, but I wasn't quite sure where I would go from there. But now that I've like gone through so much on the app and I'm experiencing so much growth and everything like that, and people seem to genuinely enjoy what I do, I'm starting to wonder if maybe this should be like a like something more serious, like a profession.
Part of a lifestyle, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Go
what
ahead.
other hobbies would you say you have?
Oh, I got a bunch. Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Okay, so
Welcome, Corey. Welcome, Patton. And thanks for becoming a follower.
hello to everyone who is joining this lovely live stream. Great to have y'all here. Yes. But no, some other things that I enjoy doing. One of the biggest things is actually art. I mean, for as long as I can remember, I've been drawing. Like we're talking like little Toby. I remember as a kid, I would have like those Pokemon books with like the evolutions and everything, and I draw the Pokemon from there, and like it was just all in good fun. But then around like 5th, 6th grade, that's when I started taking like my art seriously, and I've been drawing like ever since. And like I get commissions sometimes, and it's definitely something that I enjoy.
That's
Right.
awesome.
Yeah. But no, like art's definitely one of them. I actually like exercising and stuff like that. I'm also, very fond of like animals. I like swimming. I like lots of like arts and crafts things. I also really like sewing. When I was younger, I actually worked on like a cosplay for myself and things like that. I think it was for like Anime Expo something.
Anyway, I sewed it like by hand and everything like that, and I'd also make like my own plushies and stuff, and it was really fun, and I really enjoy it. But yeah, I have like a bunch of different things that I enjoy doing, and definitely a lot of likes if you were to ever ask me.
So I get the feeling that you're in a very similar stage of your life where we are, where you have this passion and you are very interested in turning it into a profession, because that's what we're trying to do here at the tavern is, because we both work 9 to 5s, and we're looking to turn this into not only a business, but a profession where this is our livelihood, like what we do for a living. And I think with what you're doing over on Reality, I think becoming a streamer is definitely in the cards for you as long as you just stick with it.
Yeah. I mean, after all, when it comes to like any type of dream, you gotta put in like the time and the effort and everything like that, I mean, I know that I'm definitely doing what I can on my end with what I have now with the cards that I have. And, I of course know that you two are both also working hard on like your podcast and everything like that. May or may not did a little research before I came on here. But
I'm not
anyway.
working too hard right now, but
there is still effort. There is still effort that is being shown, and that is what I recognize.
Yeah, I'm the R&D department right now for us.
I see.
It's my current job.
When we meet with clients and we talk with people that are potential to be on the show, or even fellow business partners, and I'm always like, I call Landon my Jeremy. If you've ever seen Code Lyoko,
I am afraid I have not.
Oh. It's a show.
Whoa, so bright.
So basically, he takes all my notes and he logs in and hacks into the mainframe and sends me in. He's my Jeremy. He does everything for me, and people are like, "Man, I need a Jeremy."
Luckily enough, you already have a Jeremy.
I'm pretty sure if I had more information about you other than your name here, then I probably could have found a lot about you.
Well, yeah, joke's on you, buckaroo. You shall never know.
Toby's a mystery.
Exactly right.
I mean, you say that with confidence, but
hey now,
I
don't go getting any ideas.
It wasn't a challenge.
Listen.
I have a special set of skills. They used to call me Liam Nielsen.
Oh my gosh.
They never called me Liam Nielsen.
No, they didn't. The big bird in the tree.
The utter
that's creepy,
sadness.
Bro. I've never stalked anybody in my life. Except for that one time.
Thanks for the torches, too.
Hey, yo. Wait a gosh darn minute. We can't just let that slide.
Choo sent us 3 torches. Aw, thank you.
Aw, thank you, Choo Choo.
We are at 9,028 likes. Way to go, y'all.
No, but all seriousness, that's definitely not my MO. I've always lived by a code of honor, so that's a no.
Awfully poggers, isn't it?
God damn it, Gumbo! I know that's you. Gosh darn it.
Your people are one of a kind.
It's easy to recognize who's who, even if their profile isn't the same. Oh gosh.
So Toby,
confess to the countless crimes for no reason.
What was that,
yes.
Lyndon?
For more of the hard-hitting questions, would you say you're more introvert or extroverted?
Oh gosh, I would definitely say introverted. Like probably 75% introverted and then like 25% extrovert. It just depends.
See, we're building up a character profile right now. That's the whole point.
So you're building up this character profile to find out more about me and figure out my real name? Is this what's going on?
That's why Brandon wanted to bring you on the show.
What? Don't frap me into this.
Next thing you know, you're going to find out my social security.
Man, trying to throw me under the bus to get answers. Jesus. He's like a criminal.
This is just the answers that questions I have had for like the last 10 podcasts now.
Well, I am more than happy to answer whatever questions you have, my friend.
Oh, there's going to be a question at the end, and it's going to be a hard-hitting question.
Oh, we're
Mimi
talking big
said-
brain moment?
Mimi said identity theft, my second favorite crime.
Gosh darn it, Mimi!
So, going forward, I'm asking you, with all the grace of the world, can you be my sensei on reality? Because I'm old and I don't understand how this app works kind of sometimes.
He says he's old.
Yeah, but still I'm old.
I'm older than you are.
I'm an old fart. I'm a turd.
Oh
I'm
gosh.
dust in the wind.
Dust
in the wind.
Dust in the wind that is apparently wearing a flannel. That's a very interesting type of dust.
Fun fact, I wear more flannel than Brandon does.
Thanks for the follow, Kylie.
I literally
Yes.
have one flannel for every single day that I could wear for up to 3 weeks. I have winter flannel, summer flannel, sleeveless flannel, Christmas flannel, Easter flannel. I have short sleeve flannel, long sleeve flannel.
Dang.
So I have flannel pajamas.
Man, putting me and my hoodies out here to shame. Gosh darn, man.
Socks, underwear.
Landon
I mean-
said, there's shrimp gumbo, there's shrimp sandwiches, you got shrimp kebabs.
There are many options of which I can choose from.
I'm just bugged up.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
I might not be a smart man, but I know what love is.
Not
There
just
you
kept
go.
running.
I just kept running.
No, Jenny.
Oh my gosh. Went from just talking about flannels to Forrest Gump, apparently.
Fun fact, Toby is pretty. Thank you, Mimi.
I
wouldn't know.
mean, I find it funny whenever folks are always like, oh yeah, Toby's so pretty and Toby this and that. And I'm like, I mean, I know you're talking about my avatar and I've explained what I look like, but I appreciate the kindness.
So if you don't mind, what is your reasoning for keeping yourself so mysterious and so secret and keeping your identity hidden behind a persona?
Ooh, great question.
Oh, geez. I guess it's just kind of like privacy stuff and things like that. I mean, I know if anything, world's not all bad and things like that. And I've been on the fence about doing a face reveal. I'm just not sure when, because it's like in my streams, people have asked me, oh, so Toby, what do you look like? Like, I actually go in detail. I'm like, oh, I'm like this tall, this is my hair color, this is my eye color, yada, yada, yada. But I don't know. It's just like,
Maybe I wouldn't get so hung up on doing a face reveal because maybe that's part of the appeal is that you are a mystery. So maybe
perhaps.
maybe that's something to lean into.
Yeah, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery. Oh.
Coming out here with the bars, Landon. I see
Look at my
you.
mirror.
Oh,
Mirror
no.
staring back at me.
No.
staring back at me.
Oh, what am I going to do with him? I just want to make it plain and clear that I've had to put up with this guy for my entire life.
If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have done half the stuff you are doing now. I'm not talking about the podcast. I'm just everything else.
Lord
Okay?
have mercy
I'm the
on
bad
your
influence
soul.
that turned into the good influence for you.
It's like the good, the bad, and the ugly evolved. It's just all coming together, mixed into one final evolution.
So what everybody needs to understand is that both Brandon and I are yin and yang, right?
Yep.
He has been a bad influence on me. He has also been one of the best influences on me, and vice versa. I've been a terrible influence on him, and I've been one of the greatest influences on him.
We got into trouble, is what he's saying.
We should have gotten arrested about 6 or 7 times that I know.
Zoinks.
Okay. There was a time where there was this abandoned house in the back of our neighborhood, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the window was already broken. We didn't do that part. The window was already broken, but we would sneak into that house to sit around and smoke a little reefer, little pot, do a little bad thing.
A
And
little
just-
Zaza.
Just listen to music And that's actually how I found the band Incubus, if you've ever heard of them. I found one of their CDs in this abandoned house while smoking pot, and it had a bullet hole through the CD. So all the songs except for one worked. And like,
Jesus
I hope one
Christ.
day, I hope one day Incubus hears that story, because that's a hell of a way to figure out who a band is.
Yeah,
That no other people
Mimi
have.
said devil's lettuce.
Devil's lettuce. Yes, Mimi.
The
Don't do it.
devil's
It is a bad
lettuce.
idea. Nobody should be doing those bad things. It was a time long ago in a land far away.
Honestly, I
Mhm.
don't think the devil eats lettuce. I don't
Yeah, it
think the
seems like a
devil
meat
had
eater to me.
for real.
But we heard
Let's
cop cars, and we're like, and, you know, heard
Me.
sirens, and we're like, oh shit, somebody must have called the cops on us. So we tried to book it out of this place. And I remember Alan was with us, and he couldn't get out of the window. Like, he cut his belly open and ripped his shirt on the glass trying to get out. And
Oh,
Landon was already
dear.
out the window and up over the fence. He was gone.
I want to say that I face dived out of the window.
You did.
Ooh. Yikes.
This
It's
man
a-
was
it's
like an action movie stunt double. It was like,
Oh my. Talk about one hell of a story.
so
Oh,
we
we have
got a
lots.
million.
Yeah, we've been best friends and blood pack brothers since we were like 10.
Yeah, 10
Oh,
years
wow.
old, and we cut our hands open and made a blood pact.
Yep.
Welcome,
Wow.
Rosie.
The blood pact that we made together was that we would never leave each other behind.
Hmm.
And here
Look
we
at it
are,
now.
like what, 22 years?
We're fucking old turds now.
Oh dear.
So, Toby, do you
Gosh.
have any questions for us?
I'm afraid I don't quite have anything at this time.
We're not interesting enough.
No, that's not the case. I assure you that's not the case.
Mimi asked
What's your
what.
favorite color?
Yes,
Who are you referring to, Mimi?
she was probably talking to me.
Because you're so interesting. The hosts. Oh,
See, I told you.
my favorite color is green, but for some reason I'm really digging purple for the longest time. But I wouldn't say it's my favorite color, but it's really close. What about you, Landon?
So I'll say that it's not purple, but that was my mother's favorite color. My color is lightning blue, but I do prefer that and black.
I am
Teal.
insisting.
What's your question, Stinky?
Stinky.
Yeah,
Wait,
he's been in
Is
the
it-
chat for a while.
is it Stinky or Stink? Because
Stink.
if it's Stink, that is Romero. Hi, baby!
How long you planning in doing this stream or broadcast?
I mean, we can cut it right now if you really want us to.
Typically, we do 30-minute streams, but we really can go as long as the guest wants to. That's for us. We just go until the guest
Or
is
we
like,
want
okay,
to.
my time has been run out.
I like how Land is like, or when we want to, meaning
Yeah, that
Toby.
too.
You've had your run. Go, shoo. That's
No,
enough of you.
if that was the case, I would have already asked you this last question here.
Yeah, we have a very
Ah.
specific last question that Landon always asks. So be
Yeah, so how much
prepared.
research did you do? Not that much.
Or you would know the question.
Listen, I do some research, but I don't like to be spoiled.
True.
If that makes sense.
True.
Yes, you like to be spoiled.
No!
Spoil the Toby. Everybody spoil Toby. Gifts galore.
Well, that's a different type of spoil.
Still being spoiled.
That's different.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I guess we are getting to that point where we do want to wrap it up. They do make a good point. 'Cause, I mean, we're coming up on an hour mark already. We're at like 48 minutes. That's pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
Definitely is.
Well, that comes to the closing question. Toby, are you ready?
Oh boy. All right.
Hit her with it, Landon.
And I need you to be 100% honest with us during this question, okay?
Drop the hammer.
It's a
I s-
two-parter.
All right. I swear nothing but to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, whatever you might call it. Yeah.
What is one question you wish we would have asked you, and how would you have answered that?
Oh, heck. All right.
Everybody says the exact same thing.
Oh, heckin'.
Well, I mean, if anything, you guys pretty much touched on a lot of, like, bases and stuff like that. I mean, you asked how long I've been on the app, how it would be for me to, like, interact with, like, new viewers, what was, like, my highest point, what's, like, my lowest point, and things like that. If I have, like, any other plans and such. Goodness, I probably need to think about this for a moment or so, to be honest with you, because again, you guys all made very on point questions and stuff like that. Like, I don't think any bases were really missed.
It is what we do for a living, so.
I like how Landon
This is what
looked
we-
at his wrist, like look at the time, like, okay, yeah, that's not what I meant, Toby, but if you could kind of wrap it up a little bit here. It's like, what, almost 10 o'clock for us. Come on, Toby, hurry up.
Now this
That's
is
fine for us, because I'm sure I've told you before, I work night shift, so, and Landon usually stays up till like 2 a.m. with me discussing business and me helping me get things set up and whatnot. So
usually
Oh.
good on
Fuck,
at least
nothing
4 to
for us.
5 hours of sleep.
I mean, at least you're getting some type of sleep, so you know what? That's at least very good to hear.
I didn't say it was good sleep.
Landon's
At
like,
least
I'm a
it's
martyr. Let me
something.
have this.
Jesus. Well, I guess one question I could probably think of is, when you do plan on graduating from reality, what milestone would you want to hit before you graduate? And I feel like I would probably have answered maybe at 50K, maybe a little higher, depending, because it's like, I know that I'm definitely growing on the app. Like, I mean, goodness gracious, I'm almost at 20K now as we speak. Like, we're on the road there. But, I don't know. I just feel like maybe that would probably be a good stopping point. But yeah.
So you're saying that if you get 50,000 followers, that you're going to upgrade to Twitch.
I will consider the following.
Well, you have 30,000 followers to consider
I
before
mean,
getting there. So
so
What's
you heard
another-
the lady, 30,000 followers overnight.
no, listen, I don't have the equipment.
well, no time like the present.
So might I suggest something? If and when you decide to upgrade to another platform, why not do kind of what we're doing, where I have reality going on my phone here, and then once you've got a rig and a computer set up, you still stream to reality anyway. That way, your family that you've built there doesn't get left behind in your growth.
But they can also join her on another platform.
True.
I mean, to be fair, I actually know a few folks who do that already, where they'll have like, their phone where they stream on like reality, and then they'll like stream on like Twitch, like doing other things. Like, I'm pretty sure some of my mutuals like do that now. So, I mean, it is definitely an idea that I could consider for the future. What you doing there,
Definitely.
Landon?
I'm trying to high five Brandon on the computer here, but
Yeah, you're on the opposite side for me.
yeah, there you go. Oh,
That's
God, your
backwards
hand-
for me, buddy.
I think that's the
Brandon's
other
here.
hand. Because it just looks like you're both like leaning. There
See?
you go. Wait, you almost had it. No,
I tried
swing.
telling him that his camera is mirrored, so he sees opposite of what we see.
Oh,
This is the hand you want to do, Landon.
he's just putting out both
Okay, yeah,
hands
let me-
just to have
yeah,
everything
let me
covered.
just- Yep, there you go. We're definitely high fiving. You can't see the hand, you just see the arm. It's just
That is definitely chef's kiss. Good job. Good job.
Sprinkle some salt on it.
Mwah.
Mitosis. Mitosis.
My
Your followers are
toasts.
multiplying themselves by 20,000, by the way. They're trying to create things.
Oh my
creepy little
goodness.
Rachel has entered the room.
Oh, Raquel! Oh my gosh, Raquel, you joined just as we're about getting close to ending
Raquel!
things. Yes, Raquel.
Raquel.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
So, in closing,
Hmm.
Toby, do you have any words for our listeners? Any final thoughts?
I mean, if anything, I have some final words just like in general. I
Yeah.
mean, it's been an honor being here on the podcast and everything like that because this is like my first time ever being on one, and it was genuinely enjoyable and just pleasant being here with the two of you and answering questions and stuff like that, and seeing not seeing but hearing so many familiar faces pop on by to like support and all the lovely little comments and things like that. It was really nice. And yeah.
And Landon, do you have any closing words for our audience?
First, I'd like to say, Toby, thanks for coming on. We are highly honored to be popping your podcast, Jerry. Uh, hope you come back. Thanks for everybody who's listening, who's watched the live stream. It's not going to be a forever thing, but it's going to be a long term thing, and it's something that we're trying to work on and do better with. As I said on another episode, we're working on bigger and better things. We want you to stick around, and thanks for stopping by the tavern.
Oh Lord, F me daddy has entered the chat.
Yikes! That is definitely not someone I know.
What a
Yay.
name. XC Child has entered the room. Man, we got all these people jumping in the chat right as we closing down.
Right as we close things out. Oh my goodness.
Where were y'all an hour ago?
I mean, sometimes it's just like, it's a wave. You get folks come in and then it's like a dip, and then they come in and then it's a dip. It's all over the place.
So, in our last few moments, while I wrap this up, I'm going to ask our folks over on Reality. We're at 12,000 likes. Smash the like button. Destroy it. Give it up for Toby. Just show some love for your girl. Yuki, welcome to the stream. XC Child. I think I already said it, but welcome to the stream.
You did. I remember XC Child. I haven't seen them in a while, but I remember them.
Y'all give up some last minute love for Toby. Get that number as high as we can get it on the way out. Show her how much you care. And I just want to take the time to thank everybody that's been listening. I want to thank everybody who will listen in the future to this broadcast after it's posted. All the people over on Reality that have shown this much support. And yes, said the phone is on fire. Thank you, too. Thanks for the follow. I really appreciate everybody over there. And I truly, 100% from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you, Toby, for being on. Like I told you before, and I meant this, I came into your chat and immediately felt like I had made a friend. Like I was welcome from the first moment. Your energy was exactly what we're looking for here on the channel. And I just was like, she's got to be on my show. She has to be. There was no choice in my mind. And I hope that we can continue this relationship and bring you on in the future, because by all means, you are 100% part of our tavern family now. And I would love to see you be on the show whenever you want to come on. You just tell us, we'll bring you on the show whenever. You're always welcome.
Oh, shucks. I mean, if anything, I'd love to come back on sometime in the future. Just gotta figure out the when and yeah.
Yeah, we got a podcast coming on tomorrow, so come on.
Okay.
Hi, Izzy. Welcome to the chat. You guys are showing up right as we're closing down shop.
No. Sag.
I know. That kind of makes me not want to shut down, but we're at an hour now. This is double the length that we told Toby we were going to be holding her hostage.
I mean, I guess I could stick around for a little more, but I know we already did the special question, so...
I know, Landon's famous special question. And then everybody shows up.
Time zones are all types of wonky. I mean, sometimes they really do be like that.
Well, if anything, for our folks over on Reality, we can hang tight and keep talking on Reality there if you want to join us there, and we'll go ahead and close down the podcast and just keep hanging out on Reality if you want.
Yeah, I can try and see if I can stop by.
That would be great. What do y'all think in the chat? What you think? You want Toby to come do a little collab with us real quick?
Oh, goodness. I have a feeling everyone's like, yes!
A fun fact, Mimi. we did a couple of D&D style episodes. If you go back and look towards the beginning of season 2 of our episodes, we have 3 of them where we did a D&D style podcast. We personally love D&D. I do all kinds of like miniatures that I paint, and I print, 3D models and stuff for it. I'm actually the DM. So, you want to see more of that kind of content, we can always put that out in the future.
That's pretty rad, honestly. I know that I've heard a bit about D&D and stuff like that, but I've never had the opportunity to play myself.
Ooh, girl, we're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to make it happen.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh, thanks for the follow, everyone. That was 2 follows come in that quick. I appreciate y'all.
Speedy.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and shut it down here. Folks on reality, we're gonna hang around a little bit longer, but as always, thanks for stopping by the tavern.